Alright, so when last we saw our heroes, you all met Lakis, wounded and near death at the site of a artificial beach. And no sooner had you gotten him to his feet than you had all been attacked by a band of bandits. And after beating the living fuck out of them, you all decided to date them, and things went surprisingly well. Um, and after saying goodbye to your still slightly wounded dates, I believe one of you even got lucky. You all were going to proceed, but you found out that there was a room filled with severed hands, and you decided to end the session there rather than charge into that room. So you are all still at the artificial beach. What do you do?
Well, after I gave Charlotte the 33 soul coins I prefer to have, Theron goes, well, now what? I'm staring. Is the door within eyesight?
Yes.
I'm just staring at the door. Well, now what? Okay. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like being touched inappropriately.
Lakis looks at you and says, I don't think the hands care much for your sense of decency.
Uh, some of the women I've met didn't have care about my sense of decency either, but that's beside the point. Uh, Bork, you got an idea?
Let's go into the room. Seems like the only way to go. Lakis is going to pound his fist into his hand and then shake his hand because he hit a little too hard. Charlotte is just going to stay behind you all and slowly follow you towards the door.
Yeah, Theron's not exactly looking forward to this either. God, well, I run a mental list through the spells I know.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you open the door? Because as you touch the knob, you see that it is unlocked. In fact, the door knob is mostly decorative at this point. It's been twisted and clawed at and punched at so many times, it does nothing. Bork breaks open the completely open door.
Oh no.
So, as you walk inside the room, you can see that the floor of this gambling hall is littered with corpses. Every single one has its hand severed off. And as you look down at the ground, there's nothing but bodies and slot machines. And as you look across, you don't see anybody standing up at eye level. What do you do? Bork doesn't need doors.
Theron looks in without poking his head through because that'd probably be a bad idea. He
He does what now?
he pulls out his water skin and he tosses it in.
All right. You see four severed hands fall from the ceiling, land on the water skin, and tear it to shreds, spilling water everywhere. As soon as they realize it's not living flesh, they skitter across the room, crawl up the walls onto the ceiling, where you can see the ceiling is covered, like ceiling tile to ceiling tile, with more crawling claws. You cannot see the formerly white tile behind them.
Well, there's well, Huh. This is a conundrum. I look to Lakis. What can you do?
I can summon demons. Bork, as you throw your hand axe at the ceiling, I'm actually going to make a check really quick, believe it or not. All right, as you whip your hand axe at full speed at the ceiling full of crawling claws, one of the crawling claws with a nat 20 catches the axe and steals it. You now have a crawling claw with a hand axe.
All right. Hmm. All right. Theron looks at the ceiling and looks at Lycus. Can you? I'm thinking maybe we can figure out a way to. All right. Do you have? Can you summon anything that can actually do area attacks or at least explode?
Let me review my spells. Charlotte will raise her hand and summon tentacles from the ground, but she tries to imply that she cannot summon them from walls or ceilings.
Hey, we can get. We can always get another one. At least you're still alive.
Borklow's favorite small axe. Indeed, you did. And Lakis goes, I do. I have fireball. So you see that the room is 120 foot square, about 30 feet high, and a fireball can destroy about a 20-foot radius. So he can take out a pretty decent chunk, but nowhere near all of them.
All right. Okay. I got. All right. Here's my idea. Like, what's the strongest demon you can summon?
Well, let's see. Lesser demons, Bigby's hand, greater demons. Yes, summon greater demon is my greatest feat.
All right. Are any of them resistant or immune to fire? Oh, Orc tries to yell anger at the ceiling to try and scare some of
Make an intimidation check at the ceiling. None of the hands are scared of you.
All right. Here's my idea. I want you to summon a greater demon. How far out can you get the summon it from here to the middle of the room?
Let's see. I can summon it up to 60 feet, dead center in the room. And that would
All
leave
right.
my barbed devil surrounded by those creatures.
All right. Is it resistant or immune to fire?
It is only it is actually immune to fire.
All right. Here's my idea. Throw a greater demon out there. Try and get as many of those hands to attack it, and while they're busy with it, you throw a fireball on them.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and plus we end up staying alive out of this, so there's a positive in this.
All right, I think that's a fantastic idea. You have a -2 to charisma check, so +2 is good for me. Uh, um, so, he is going to summon this barbed devil who is just going to appear in the dead center of the room, roar maniacally, only to be swarmed by every severed hand in a 20-foot radius above his head. And you're going... I don't think it's going to kill him outright. I don't think.
Oh, let's find out. That's gonna be a lot of rolls.
You see as the ceiling springs to life with this kinetic energy of constant hands who drop from the ceiling in droves, and as they fall, their claws are out, and they just slash on the way down. Let me roll for a dex save for the Barbed Devil.
"20 times."
They are attacking as a swarm. Alright. So the Barbed Devil, flailing around, batting some of these away. There's just too many of them. And you can see its face and pectorals just ripped off. He's still, he looks like he's at about, you would estimate he's, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's doing about a 5. And there's more coming.
All right. This is okay. More coming. Wait until there's as many as you can possibly get before I yell to okay, now. Throw the fireball.
All right, you can see the hands just sort of swarm to close the gap, shrinking the 100-foot square to, or the 120-foot square to 100-foot square, and as 20 more are about to drop, he casts the fireball, and because of their extremely low HP, he incinerates 40 of them in one go. The Barbed Devil just sort of laughs maniacally as it's surrounded by flames, as it loves to be, being a devil. Seeing this massive fireball erupt, the other hands slowly spread out, leaving a 20-foot radius hole, but extending to the 120-foot square.
So a fair amount of them either died or they...
You have done a substantial impact to their numbers. 40 of them are dead, and the rest are too terrified to get near that fireball. They're still blocking your path forwards, but the dead center is completely safe.
All right. Okay. Get the. All right, Lycus, get the Barbed Devil towards us, and we'll see about trying to use it to keep them away from us. He's gonna be our little meat shield.
Sorry, run that by me one more time. I got distracted by cheese memes.
He looks to the squid person and says, "All right, I want you to move the Barbed Devil closer to us so that we can see about trying to get across. That thing's gonna be our meat shield."
Okay, as the Barbed Devil moves, you can see the hands are terrified of it, and the safe hole to move within moves with it. I'd like Bork and Theron to make an insight check. Theron, with your 17 insight, based on their body language, you think the hands believe the fireball was caused by the demon and are therefore scared specifically of the Barbed Devil.
All right.
So the Barbed Devil walks as confidently as one possibly can towards you, completely unhindered.
All right. I'm going to give this little test run. Bork! He pushes him in.
Bork, as you stumble in next to the Barbed Devil, you see that none of the hands fall to attack you because you're within 20 feet of it. Oh, if you want to make this contested, we can do that.
I can do
that. Make a contested athletics check, both of you. Try me, bitch. Bork, you get shoved. You get shoved about a whopping 6 inches as you are heavy, but that is just enough to be moved from doorway to past the doorway.
Oh, there's my answer. Theron takes Charlotte's hand Now let's go. Stay with the let's stay with the Barb Devil, okay?
So it sounds like Bork is going for a grab. Do you disengage and back away, or do you proceed forward and risk getting grabbed?
God, I technically gotta go, so I'll let him grab me.
All right, you let him grab you.
Okay, what are you doing? I was testing you, and you would have been able to survive. I'm sure you would have.
All right, Bork grabs you and tosses you 15 feet across the room. You sort of dive roll and snap to your feet, being the nimble bard that you are. But you almost, as your hands wave forward, you almost fall out of the 20-foot sphere. At which point, a single hand drops in front of you and, not hisses at you, but it rears up on the wrist and flares its claws at you. But as it tries to get closer to the 20-foot radius, it skitters away.
I run back in the safety of the bubble, and I going. Well, someone's in a salty mood. I take I take Charlotte's hand again and go, Leica, let's go.
All right. As you guys get about halfway through the room, about 60 feet forward, with this 20-foot radius of safety around you, I'd like both of you to make a perception check for me.
Oh, I got my good rolls to balance it out.
All right, so you were all informed in advance of Gambler's Beasts, these randomly generated monsters that are unpredictable just by looking at them. But despite how unpredictable and not a guarantee it is that it's actually threatening, you find yourself slightly threatened by this creature, Theron.
What's the creature? What is it?
It's posted in dice rolls.
Excuse me, I just have to talk for a second. What the hell's that?
That looks like something straight out of Silent Hill.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Like I said, looks like it's straight out of Silent Hill. I'm going, okay. How about we... okay, this is in the swarm.
So you, at the edge of the room, 60 feet away from you, feeding on a body with its creepy little leg hands, is this creature. Its long neck, just arcs over, pulls at flesh, and the hands hold the body still. You see the body is still squirming and trying to escape.
Okay, do I get an idea of what the body looks like?
The body appears to be that of a elderly woman, probably about 70 or 80 years old. She's whacking it with her cane.
Okay.
It does not see you. It is completely distracted. You have advantage to sneak if you want, or you can charge in and roll for initiative.
Okay, Theron goes, oh, jeez, oh God, oh jeez. I am very uncomfortable about doing this because the fact of the matter is, what if the Barb Devil is killed? We don't have any protection.
You are correct. All right, so Bork is charging in. Theron, are you going to charge or are you going to sneak?
Crap.
There are plenty of slot machines to hide behind.
Yeah, but the odds are the slot machines are in the swarm. Outside of the bubble.
Yeah, you're all currently within a 20-foot radius sphere of safety. So it's very important that you describe where you are in relation to the monster, where you are in relationship to the 20-foot sphere of safety, and what you're doing.
As of right now, I'm holding on to Charlotte's hand and right next to the Barb Devil. I'm going to call him Frank. That's his coping mechanism. He gives weird names to weird things. Like, and he goes, "Okay, I want you." He looks to Charlotte. Okay, I'm going to need you to stay close to the Barb Devil. And he looks to Lycus. All right, I need you to have him move towards that so that we can stay within the bubble of protection.
Okay, so you, Lakis, and Charlotte are all charging forward, correct?
He's gonna have Charlotte stay by the Barb Devil while Theron goes to fight.
Okay, so both you, Bork, and Lakis are leaving the sphere of protection provided by the Barb Devil, correct?
No, I'm moving the bubble protection.
Oh, okay. So everyone is coming with you. Are you actively keeping the bubble on Bork as he's running full sprint ahead?
Yeah, I might as well, since odds are he's gonna get torn apart if I don't.
Okay, then let's have you roll for initiative. We'll have you guys move on your respective turns. Runs in strong orc. Yes, you run very strongly. Let me just make an init check for Lakis and Charlotte. Okay, so we've got Bork, Theron, Lakis, and... Oh, Barb Devil has his own initiative.
Frank.
Frank it is. Yeah, why did you roll with the advantage?
Sword of Warning.
Ah, okay.
I have a Rapier of Warning.
Okay, top of the initiative order, it is you, Theron. You're currently within this 20-foot cone. Now, before initiative starts, you all run up, you all charge forward while the creature is distracted, and as soon as your 20-foot cone wraps around the this creature, this unknown gambler's beast, it sees you and prepares to attack. You are 20 feet away from the creature, as are all of your allies.
All right, I lead the charge with a firebolt.
Okay, so there's a wall where the beast is right next to. 20 feet away is your faces. Can you sculpt spell or careful cast?
Firebolt, not fireball.
Oh, okay. Whew! I was like, you're going to kill everyone. Firebolto. Let's see. A 10 does not hit.
It's a critical miss.
Oof. You successfully light up the floor.
Oh, Bork, you better do this better than I can. And I'm gonna check my bonus if I can do a check, see if Bardic Inspiration can be used as a bonus action.
I'm almost positive it is.
It is one.
Yep. I give Bardic Inspiration to Bork.
Alright, you throw your firebolt, you light up an empty patch of floor, you play a little tune to jazz up Bork. Do you end your turn?
Yeah, I end my turn, but I don't play a tune because that would involve getting my loot, out. So I just basically say, say something inspiring to Bork. Go, that'd be a good one. Show them the, make your boyfriend proud.
Alright, Bork, it's your turn. You have been inspired to make your boyfriend proud. You will tell him this tale once you are done cleaving this idiot. Alright, a 19 definitely hits, and you deals 12 slashing damage.
Alright.
Your weapon attacks score a critical hit on roll of 19 or 20. Oh, fuck. Alright. This is going to be a short encounter. So that's 24 slashing damage. Is that, is your axe magical or non-magical? Thank God. Okay. So, as you cleave through the what you assume to be pectoral muscle, you feel it in your bones that it was a rock solid hit, but it just does not do as much damage as you expected it. Second attack. Okay, oh shit. Let him have it. God damn.
That's a dirty 19, not a nat 20.
But he gets a critical on 19s.
Nat 19s and nat 20s.
Like on the roll itself.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I misunderstood what he wrote. So he rolled a 10 and rolled a 10 both times. Okay. So let's take a look here. So 6 and 5. Okay. I'm so bad at math, you guys. Okay. I've got the damage tallied up. What's up, Bork? You can take an additional action on your turn. All right, let him have it.
Do you still have that Bardic
miss.
Inspiration?
So your first swing cuts through Peck. Your what's the dice? What dice? What's the dice? I don't know what that means.
D8.
Oh, yeah. See, a 11 plus 4 is a 15. That is a hit. So that's an additional amount of damage that I'm... There we go. Okay, got it tallied. And holy shit.
That is a 19. That's a nat 19. So, yeah, he gets that.
Holy shit. All right. Okay. So, Bork, you go absolutely ham. You go hard as a motherfucker. You take your battle axe and swing, 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 swing. You carve double X's into his pectoral muscles. And then you turn around, blood splatters over you dramatically. He stumbles. You think he's gonna go down, but then he gets to his feet and roars at you. You are confident that if it weren't for his monstrous resistance, he would be dead. Alright, and now it's Lakis's turn. All right. Lakis looks through his list of spells and goes, "You know, I can always summon more demons, but I think I'll do
No.
something more conservative." All right. So he is going to flick his wrist and cast a firebolt, and he's going to do his damnedest to be as cool as possible, like looking away, flicking his wrist, and then turning around and spreading his arms before he knows whether or not the strike has actually hit.
Theron goes, I'm supposed to be the strutting peacock, not you.
And with a 27, it does hit the creature right in its ugly, eyeless face. Let me roll damage. All right, and as you see this firebolt just whop this creature in the face, it reels back in pain, and you see it shake off the soot, like it's done a massive amount of damage, and you can see underneath the soot, he's burned off a portion of face. This creature looks like he is on death's door. He was not ready for this level of smackdown.
From an angry, overdressed dwarf, a strutting peacock, and Squidward.
All right, it is his turn. Bork and Nyoshka have a roaring contest, but as the Nyoshka roars this time, it has a slight tremolo, a certain vibrato to it, and you feel your wrists start to bubble up and bleed. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, gee.
All right. So, you're, oh, wait, I need to roll for the NPCs, too. One moment. And Lakis passes, and what about Charlotte? Ooh, Charlotte's not looking so good. Okay. So, alright. Now, Charlotte was not holding a weapon, so she doesn't drop anything. Bork, however, you failed the con save, so you take full damage, and you drop your axe at your feet. Theron, you pass the con save, so you take half damage, which is 17, as does Lakis. Both of you keep your weapons in hands as your wrists explode as if they had been slashed. And as you look around at the severed hands, they all have similar wounds around their wrists.
Oh, you done effed up. Like,
Okay, you see that Lakis is wounded, but you see that Charlotte's wrists are exposed all the way down to her metal bones, and she passes out from the pain.
Theron sees this.
Bork is strong orc, beauty magic, no make me drop favorite boogaxe. Well, the axe is at your feet, good sir, and your wrists are bleeding severely. All right, and oh shit, I forgot to roll for the Barb Devil as well.
So is this poison or necrotic?
This is definitely necrotic damage. So unless any of you have any resistances to necrotic.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, I'm just curious.
Okay, so the Barb Devil. The Barbed Devil is not looking so hot.
Yeah,
Also,
but Zeno, Lycus has to roll a concentration save,
he would
and since he has to
um
roll a 10 or
focused conjuration. While you are concentrating on a conjuration spell, your concentration can't be broken as a result of taking damage.
oh,
God, I love high level
Alright.
wizards. They're so fucking OP.
they are a slow burn though.
They really are. Alright, now it is Charlotte's turn, who was dropped to 0 HP, and she needs to make a death save. That's one success. Alright, so it is the Barbed Devil's turn, and he's not fucking around. Let me check and see if his claws are magical really quick. It does not specifically state they're magical, and the Barbed Devil does not know otherwise, so he's going to make 3 melee attacks, 1 with his tail and 2 with its claws. What happens is Charlotte is going to be killed. Theron's going to be pissed. You have no idea what happens if Charlotte dies, but you assume it's not good. Alright, all 3 of the creatures' attacks hit. Do. Alright, you can see this Barbed Devil just going buck wild, just slash, 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 slash. And you can see this creature fall to its knees. It's not technically prone, but it just falls to its knees, looks down, and starts bleeding from the mouth. Alright, Theron, it's your turn. The creature is on its knees, looking down, bleeding from the mouth. What do you do?
Theron is gonna start growling, and before looking at it, going, you know what? One second, I'm gonna take a look at my. All right. He's gonna look at the creature, and he's gonna cast Charm Monster.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Is that a wisdom or charisma save?
That is the wisdom.
Sorry about the wait here. I'm just looking for this guy's wisdom. Oh, not bad.
That worries me.
And he fails.
Oh shit. Now what?
Theron's gonna tell the creature, kill the severed hands.
You see the creature stand up, look around at its severed hands, and you're gonna see blue ichor stream from where its eyes should be, and it is going to simply bark out like a short ha! And all of the hands spontaneously fall down dead.
All right. Well, like, I could have this last for an hour, so like, while like, while it is still charmed, Theron is going to go to the woman, see if she's still alive.
You can see that this it's an elderly woman. She is definitely a commoner. You don't see any special abilities, just an ordinary human, and she is bleeding profusely, and she is dying. She's on her final death rattles.
All right. He'll kneel down and he'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Excellent. Actually, what's your minimum HP that you can give?
The minimum I can give is, I believe, 5 or 6. Let me do.
Okay. With the minimum possible roll, she's at max HP. So the elderly lady is going to grab her cane, kind of struggle to her feet and say, Thank you, kind sir. I don't know how to repay you. Have you seen my granddaughter?
Granddaughter? I just saw you. What does she look like?
She's only 3 years old. She's small. She's got cute chubby cheeks and a pink bow in her hair.
Oh, jeez. Was she with you?
She was right beside me. I don't know where she went. I was tackled to the ground by this horrid creature.
Theron's gonna look among the torn apart bodies to see if he can find a pink bow.
Make an investigation check. So as you're searching through the pile of the bodies, the first thing you find is a small child's hand with a pink watch attached to it. And as you search farther, you find the head that you assume to be attached to it, as there is a pink bow wrapped in the hair.
Theron sighs and going, I'm sorry. I found her.
Do you show her the severed body parts?
I just take the bow and I pick it up.
As you pull the bow from the severed mass of body parts and bring it over, she falls to her knees and sobs, clutching the bow tightly.
Theron will, excuse me. He goes over to Charlotte, and he's gonna heal her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Eight. All right. So,
No! Bad Bork.
You were asking the thing a question? All right. With an effortless swing, the kneeling creature gets decapitated effortlessly.
Okay. Whew. At least it's dead. That would have been very bad if you managed to help it free.
It had literally 1 HP left.
Oh, hey, at least my idea was rather smart.
Yeah, that was a genuinely smart idea.
Okay. He looks to. I look to Lacus. Send the Barb Devil away.
All right. Lakis will look almost lovingly at this hideous monster and be like, okay, and just sort of wave his hand and turn to dust.
Okay. Well, worrying has worrying kept me alive all these years. And if I didn't do that, we probably would have gotten torn apart by the hands.
There were definitely a lot of hands capable of tearing you apart, so that's not totally untrue.
And after he heals Charlotte, he's gonna go over and comfort the woman.
All right, so the elderly woman moving slowly, still clutching the bow. Are you going to escort her to safety with the rest of the people?
Yeah.
All right. She just sort of you see her sit down at a slot machine, open up her purse to pull out a single soul coin, put it in the slot machine. She pulls the lever. She does not succeed. She loses her single soul coin. You see her clutch her bow as she turns to dust.
Theron lets out a little huff and sigh. Let's go. Let's go. We got the room's clear.
As you walk back towards as you walk back towards the hand room through the beach, you feel a gust of air, and you could swear you heard someone say, "Thank you." I'd like you to take an inspiration.
Awesome!
You feel like you have been blessed by this woman's spirit as she left this plane.
This is actually the first time I got an inspiration.
I don't hand them out very often. I really want players to do something, genuine, and I felt like that was a genuine thing to do.
Now, but Theron, he holds Charlotte's hand, and he gives it a squeeze. Looks to her and says, despite the fact that the funny thing is, due to my age, you might, I would, people can actually mistake you for my kid, but shame you don't have as good of a parents as I had.
She's gonna look at you, giggle, and hold your hand a little bit closer.
So I head across to the door and like that, and he's gonna try and open it.
All right, Bork. Just for kicks and giggles, can I have you roll for survival while you're mutilating the corpse of the dead monster? While you're cutting this thing up with your axe, you reach inside of its throat and you pull out some sort of large gland, and when you squeeze it, it makes a strange roaring sound that makes you dizzy. It doesn't appear like it's got enough real juice to do anything right now. You squeeze it really hard and it only lets out a little bit of a roar, but I'd still like you to add it to your inventory as a custom item.
like as Theron walks by Bork, he taps him on the shoulder and pulls out the flame tongue longsword and hands it to him. So guess what, Bork? You also got yourself a flame tongue longsword.
Oh, right. So, Bork, as you take this this gland of the I'm gonna call it the Nioshka because that's the name of the artist, and I want to give him credit. So you've got the gland of the Nioshka, and you've got a flame tongue longsword in your possession. Theron, being just a naturally perceptive person, your eyes sort of wander about the room. Let's see. Sword is not a man's weapon, but Bork will keep for now. You see that at the door that was previously blocked out by this Nioshka monster, you can see there is instead of a lock, there is a slot in the shape of a wand with a cartoon image of some sort of badger-like creature. Make a nature check to determine what creature it is. You recognize it as a cartoon image of a pangolin.
Theron, can I imagine that the wand of the pangolin is on me?
Has the party sold it, or did the party keep it with them?
We kept it with us. Just that I think it was on our rogue.
If it's with the party, then yes, you can have it.
Yeah, we picked it up. I gave it to one of us. Took it, so he takes the wand and he's gonna fit it into the slot.
So you see there's this long, thin, hollowed out strip, and in the center of the strip there's this hollowed out dome just large enough to fit your hand in. So as you sort of punch this wand into the slot, you feel you can turn the locking mechanism, but it's just not quite budging even though it clearly fits.
I pull out the wand and I give the thing a wrap. See, okay, so it's a slot, right?
Yeah, it's a horizontal slot with a hollowed out dome for you to put your fist in and put the thing in. It clearly fits, but it does not budge.
Yeah, but the items were still on him, and and he said that when he turned to dust, the items were still there.
Correct. So I'm assuming you guys would have taken them.
Oh yeah. Just couldn't take the soul.
All right. So there seems to be an extra step. What do you think it could be?
I'm gonna roll an investigation to see what it is.
Absolutely. So you see that as you appear inside that horizontal slot, do you have dark vision, by the way?
I believe I do.
So with your dark vision, you can see inside the slot relatively easily, and you look through there's a small pinhole at the other end where the tip of the wand goes in, and beyond that pinhole is about a 5-foot empty cube.
Huh. Okay, so I got Bork. Go Bork. Put the wand in and summon the pangolin inside.
Okay, So, Bork, you take the wand, you punch it into the slot, and you cast Summon Pangolin. And you can hear the chittering of this small creature wandering around inside. You can hear clanging as it knocks things over, and you can hear it crawling beyond this empty 5-foot cube that you could see. And you can hear things clicking and tripping and snapping into place. And then you can hear gears spinning. And you can feel the this sort of locking mechanism loosen up. And you are able to turn the locking mechanism. You can hear a ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk as bolts slide out of place and the door opens. But as the door opens, it tries to leave with the wand.
Try and take it out, Bork. Try and take the wand out.
You can make a sleight of hand check or an athletics check to rip it out. Alright, make an athletics check. So you successfully rip the wand out, snapping it in half as you do so. But you do successfully have both halves. Does anyone have mending?
I do.
You do? Excellent.
Like, the door was opening, but Theron takes them, puts them together, and he does his little, his little tune to cast mending.
Okay, so the wand mends back into place, and you can still hear this pangolin rattling around inside the walls, clicking and tripping various wires and levers and whatnots. And as you go into the next room, it's a 10-foot cube, and the lights come in one by one as the pangolin skitters across the walls, and it illuminates a a walled-off staircase with a plexiglass window obstructing it. Etched into the plexiglass is a riddle.
I love riddles.
I've posted it in Dice Roll.
Water.
Boom! Effortless. So, there is as you
To
say,
be honest,
water.
that was one of the easier ones that you gave.
Yeah, I don't want them to be too hard. It's hard to gauge difficulty on a riddle. I don't know what's obvious for me and what's obvious for you.
Oh, it depends on how obtuse it sounds.
So, as you say water, you can hear watering trickling in the distance. It seems to be coming from your right.
I look to the right.
You see there appears to be a decanter of endless water leaking from the wall, and the flow of water seems to be obscuring some sort of chasm in the wall.
All right, so can I take the decanter off?
As you pull the decanter off, you hear a slight switch, and you see about a dozen or so spikes jut out by half an inch around this empty chasm. Inside the chasm is a small chest with a mahogany wood and gold inlay engravings.
Just across the room, huh? With spikes along it.
Yep, so the chest is about 2 feet deep, and there's just like this little hollowed out tunnel with tiny little spikes that look like they're ready to pounce.
I take one of my rations and I toss it into the tunnel.
As you toss your ration into the tunnel, it lands on one of the spikes. Nothing happens immediately, but the chest itself rattles, causing the spikes themselves to rattle.
Huh. Okay. Okay. I take a look at the decanter and All right. Yeah. So it's a small tunnel, nothing that can be flown through.
Correct. The tunnel itself is about a 12-inch diameter, so it's a 1 foot diameter, 2 feet deep, ring of spikes, fancy chest.
Okay. Theron scratches his stubble, and he calls the pangolin.
You see the pangolin come out through a tiny trapdoor at the base of the wall, almost like a doggy door.
I give the pangolin a pat on the head.
The pangolin squeaks.
All right. He's just big enough to go through the hole, isn't he?
Indeed he is.
All right. He looks to it. Okay. It's gonna suck. I need you to go. I need you to go in there and open the chest.
The penguin looks at you, waggles its tail, squeaks, and hops inside the hole. You see it walk inside the hole, standing, millimeters away from Spikes, and just sort of sniffs the chest. And every time he rattles the chest, the spikes themselves also rattle.
Try and open the chest.
You see the pangolin sort of claw at the lock, clawing its finger into the locking mechanism, but it just can't quite get it. And it's rattling this chest pretty severely, and these spikes look ready to pierce this creature.
Okay, stop. Hey, come on back.
He will crawl on back and squeak at you.
Okay. So if that rattles, not too much, it ends up releasing the spikes. Theron looks at himself. Wrist still bloody. And that's probably incredibly stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna take.
Bork says, Bork can go pick up the chest.
Yeah, but you have to go through the hole. So the fact of the matter is, got to be something with opposable thumbs.
So, do you stick your arm into the hole, Bork?
Oh, geez.
You make a new hole. Oh, this will be interesting. Describe to me how you're making a new hole. I'm not disallowing it. I just really want to hear this punch. Okay. All
right. Theron's gonna move himself and Charlotte away along with come on. He looks at Lycus and going, and he says to Bork, "Stop! I have an idea."
Strong orc on need normal hole. I don't stop. Okay. So since there's no way you can literally miss punching the wall, I instead want you to make an athletics check followed by a constitution save.
I find it's incredibly funny if he knocks himself out.
Okay, you succeed on the athletics check and fail the save. One moment. You take 16 bludgeoning damage as you break your hand, but you also, with one punch, shatter the limestone wall, exposing the spikes. You rattle the chest, the spikes all launch, piercing absolutely nothing. but also getting them out of the way of the hole he has just created. And it is a massive, still crumbling hole with little bits of gravel falling from the top of the hole.
All right, Bork, come on back.
You use your one good hand to reach behind the now propelled spikes, grab the chest, and pull it out through the hole you created by breaking your goddamn fist.
But Theron sighs, and he's gonna use Cure Wounds on his wrist.
All right, you do see that it is indeed a locked chest. Do either of you have knock or lockpicking proficiency? Or I suppose also chest smashing proficiency.
I don't have either. I only have sleight of hand.
Do you have a lockpicking kit?
No, I do not.
No thieves' tools? Okay. So, none of you are proficient in picking locks, and none of you have a lockpicking kit, but Bork has proficiency in strength.
I'll be laughing if he does it too well. He breaks whatever's inside.
Alright, Bork, second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna rattle it to see if there's anything fragile in it. So, you can clearly hear what sounds like a metallic clang, the shuffling of something made of cloth, and the rattling of a glass bottle.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is, I'm gonna going. Wait. Stop. Actually, Bork, he doesn't hear it. So,
Bork, you can hear this. Theron is too far away. Do you smash it, or do you come up with a plan B? You use your flame sword to try and pry it open. Remember, you heard the shuffling of cloth. So do you invoke flame on your weapon, or do you just jam the sword in and try and pry it open? Alright, so Bork, you're easily able to wedge the sword in the gap. I'd like you to make a sleight of hand check to break the lock without breaking anything inside. It's coming open one way or the other, but let's see if you smash. Okay. So as you use your sword like a crowbar and blast the lid off, you also pierce something made of fabric. Inside, you can see 3 items. There is a bar of silver, a potion, and then what look like hand wrappings. The hand wrappings you have just pierced with your sword.
all right. Can I look in to see what kind of damage he did?
As you pull out the hand wrappings, they appear to be almost useless, but they're still fabric, and there's no time constraint at the moment.
All right. So Theron sees this and going, hand me the wrappings, please. Might as well mend them. He's doing his Yosemite Sam impression while he mends them.
Alright, you're able to successfully mend these items. So you now have 4 items. You have a decanter of endless water, a soul trade bar, a Sleepy Jack sleep potion, and boom wrappings, all of which are homebrew items except for the decanter. So whoever wants it, turn on homebrew, and you can add those items.
I'm gonna take a look at the boom wrappings real quick.
So as you take a look at the boom wrappings, within the wrappings themselves, you can feel like there's this sort of magical aura that wants to be wrapped around. Like it practically activates to try and wrap around your hand, and you practically tangle your hand trying to get around it. And it almost speaks to you, telling you what it does. So you can click on the link and take a look at it.
Yeah, like I took a look at it. Theron goes, Bork, wrap these around your hands.
All right, go ahead and add boom wrappings to your inventory. Now, as you wrap these around your hands, you can feel that these were designed for a monk, but a fighter can sure as shit make use of them too.
Okay. I take the Sleepy Jack sleep potion, and I put the Soul Trade bar in my pack.
All right. So the plexiglass door ahead of you is open. Do you continue?
After we trade it in, I'll give it up.
So as you take a look at the bar, you see it's filled with the life force of 100 human years. The mithril itself is really only worth 100 gold pieces. There's about it has a value of 3 human souls if you're selling it to a demon or devil. You as you read the inscription on the side, in order to gain those years, you have to melt it down and drink the molten metal. If you do so, you gain 100 years to your lifespan.
Theron just looks at it like he's going, oh God, oh jeez.
If you have fire, you can melt it. If you have a cup, you can drink it.
Okay, yeah, jeez. I do got fire to melt it, but I don't have a cup. We're gonna have to hold on to it a bit longer. Unless either one of you got a cup.
Bork's hand is a cup. Oh no!
No, the fact of the matter is, as funny as it would be to see you burn your hands trying to drink this, yeah, no, I'm gonna say we'll wait.
It glares in strength.
Theron glares in charisma. But don't worry, you're gonna get it. I just need to. It's gonna stay with me for now. So let's go. Let's move on.
All right. So I'd like both of you to level up as you climb the staircase to the next level. Okay.
I should be able to play in like 10 or so minutes. Should I level up my character when I'm to my sheet?
Yes, the party itself levels up. All right, let me prepare the next room. Give me like 60 seconds. I'm just trying to see if I have an image for this layer or if I have to find one. Yes, all of you, we're actually going to get to the long rest in a bit, but you can apply that to your character sheet. Okay, I am ready. So I have posted a image of the next room. You all walk into a sauna. It is hot, it is steamy, there's wooden benches everywhere, and in the room adjacent to the sauna, there is a bedroom. California King mattresses filled with goose feathers and silk-lined sheets. So you can all take a sauna, take a bath, or hop into bed, or all of the above.
As you walk into the sauna, you see a moist bird.
A very moist bird indeed. So let me know when you guys have prepared your characters and we will continue.
Updating my sheet right now.
Okay, so yes, you can all take a long rest. So you are now all in the sauna room. There's a sauna dead center, a bath to the left, and then a bedroom to the right. And then there is a locked door forward from the sauna.
Yeah, Theron takes a look at the sauna with some longing, and he looks down to Charlotte. Let's see if we can find you some get you a bathing suit. We're gonna go take a steam before we're gonna go into the sauna before we go take a nap.
All right. So as you go to this very lavish, like top tier VIP bedroom, and you open up the closet, you can see there's a wardrobe. And as you open up the wardrobe, it's empty. And then you hear the wardrobe giggle and close itself.
Theron goes, gives it a polite knock.
The wardrobe sort of leans forward at you.
Okay. All right. Do you have clothes that you can produce for a bathing suit you can produce for a little girl? I point to Charlotte.
The wardrobe opens up with a G-string bikini.
No. None of that. Shame on you. A bikini for a little girl.
The drawer door almost frowns as it slowly rescinds its drawer back inside of itself, and it comes out with an assortment of bikinis, a yellow polka dot bikini, a one piece blue swimsuit, and then a red bikini with a skirt.
All right, Charlotte, take your pick.
She grabs the one piece and the skirt.
All right, Theron goes, okay, I like it. I would like a pair of trunks, not banana hammocks, trunks.
The drawer closes. It thinks for a minute, and it comes out with a pair of trunks with a banana at the front.
I tear off the. Okay, is it is it like glue? Is it okay? Take off the banana, please.
It's going to bring the shelf back in, put it back out. This one is a pair of swim trunks with blue flames at the bottom of the legs.
All right, at least there's okay. I wait until Charlotte gets dressed and comes on out before I go in and change myself.
All right. Do Bork and Ruffles want a swimsuit or any other clothing?
Ruffles is already wearing his Hawaiian swim trunks with sunglasses.
Absolutely. Your sunglasses. There's this beam of light that streaks across the lens and sparkles at the edge. We're talking like anime style sparkles at the edge of the glasses. Bork just
Nice.
glares at the wardrobe.
Ruffles through his pack and finds a pair of swim trunks that would probably fit Bork. They are in the same style as Ruffles.
Bork, as you look at the wardrobe, the wardrobe opens up with a one size too small Speedo. And then looks like Ruffles is offering you a different pair of trunks. No, bigger. It's going to close, come back, and it's going to display a pair of trunks with an elephant trunk in the crotch.
Oh, jeez.
It's a very large elephant pair of swimming trunks. It's even got ears on the side for added flair. You take them. Excellent. All right. So who's getting in the? There's a pool, a hot tub, a sauna room, and a bedroom. Where is everybody?
I look to Charlotte. Point out which one you want to go to.
She points at the sauna.
All right, let's go. Okay, take her to the sauna.
Me and Bork are going to sit in the hot tub together.
All right, with you two big boys getting the hot tub, the water level rises to the point where it splashes over onto the floor. There is a single hot tub. It's clearly meant for about 10 people, but you boys are so big, you're filling it up almost entirely on your own.
Ruffles isn't big himself, but he's big in spirit.
He is. Your feathers are also completely doused in water now, and you just sort of soak up a measurable portion of the water into your very absorbent feathers. You think if you tried to fly in this state, you would get about an inch off the ground before crashing down.
I can't fly in the first place, man.
Oh yeah, you're a kenku.
Yeah, not an Aarakocra.
So, but yes, it is very warm. It is, and as you get in, the bubbles kick in, and they massage the back of your neck. Okay, I know I'm a nerd, Bork. All right. So we have Theron and Charlotte in the sauna, Bork and Ruffles in the I cannot think today, hot tub. Lakis is going to swan dive into the pool and start doing a breaststroke.
Okay, but Theron's gonna relax, keeping an eye on Charlotte, make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. While he jeez. I can't wait until I'm done with this. Until I'm done.
So
He
while
looks to Charlotte and asks, "Want to hear a story?"
she looks at you and nods.
All right. He tells the story of one of his personal favorite story of one of his dad's favorite exploits, where he won a violin playing competition with a fiend. Uh, uh, where the two of them played, and despite the fiend's best efforts, he wasn't quite up to snuff to his father. And with this, he won he won won a gift, and this gift was immortality.
She seems enthralled by your story. She's on the edge of her seat.
Yeah, pretty much.
While you are all relaxing, a member of staff walks in with towels in one arm and a massive box of chocolates in the other. Excuse me, did you guys order chocolate?
I don't believe we did.
Oh, I'm sure someone did. Come on, they're
Ruffles
complimentary.
nods.
Something's something's off about this. Can I ask what name who ended up asking for it?
I have a one Lakis. The largest box of chocolates in your entire building. And this is as big as they come.
Alrighty, I can tell you who probably got it. He points to the squid making breaststrokes. Hey, Lakis, did you order chocolate?
You ever seen a torpedo go from water to air?
No, but I can imagine he ends up doing the cartoon thing where he leaps out of the water and just basically starts water striding across.
Absolutely. He leaps out of the water, runs across the surface of the water, baseball slides over, rips the lid off of the box of chocolates, and his squid-like tentacles shoot from his mouth and devour every single piece of chocolate. I'm going to need to make a con save because that's way too much goddamn chocolate.
See whether or not
He fails. He gets an instant tummy ache.
I could probably cure you that stomach ache, but you know what? I'm gonna let you suffer.
I walk over to him and I cast Lesser Restoration on his tummy.
His belly isn't still inflated and full, but his chocolate hangover is gone. And he's just gonna give you a good pat on the shoulder and say, I don't know who you are, but thank you. I think we're gonna be good friends.
Yeah, that bird brain's name is Ruffles.
Ruffles looks very angry at you through the sunglasses.
He's gonna grab you by both shoulders and give you a shake, and he goes, well, my name's Lakis. Lakis Waterstrider, and I'm here to help. If you need demons being conjured, devils being conjured, fiends being conjured, I'm your man.
As he shakes Ruffles, just an inordinate amount of water comes off him.
He shakes you dry, and then your feathers, now dry, sort of fluff up and spaz out. It's a bad feather day. You are just a fluffy ball of feathers at this point.
Fluffy ball of feathers, wearing sunglasses, and a Hawaiian swim trunk.
Absolutely. So you guys kind of have reign of the place until you decide to proceed forward. Is there There appears to be no time constraint, and you even have a member of staff waiting on you.
All right, Theron. Eck lets out a Eck, after they're done with the spa, he lets out a groan and a stretch for going. Yeah, is there any he goes and pulls out his lute and violin, and I'm gonna need these kind of tended to. Eck, so you got anything that be good for it?
I'm sorry, what are you asking her for? You bring out the lute and violin, and then what do you do?
He's asking for basically like any oils or whatnot to maintain his instruments.
She goes, well, there's plenty of oils and lubricants in the nightstand.
I give a very long look at her, going, these aren't the kind that are usually used for personal things, right?
What you use them for is none of the staff's business, sir.
I'm going to lose it if I find KY jelly in there.
So as Bork asks for the strongest liquor she has, she's like, we have some very strong liquor, sir. Perhaps, the standard is house whiskey. Anything stronger than that, and you're going into dangerous territory.
Apparently,
Ruffles just says, strongest!
She sort of leans back a little bit and goes, okay, the strongest it is. So you're going to see her leave the room and come back moments later with a very small bottle, enough for 2 shots. She goes, I recommend mixing it with another drink and then sipping it slowly.
Bork share, please.
All right, she'll pour a shot for both Bork and Ruffles, and she'll be like, I can get grenadine, I can get orange juice, I can get milkshakes, whatever you want.
Bork just takes it straight.
Bork, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You do not succeed. I would also like you to make a Wisdom saving throw from the absinthe.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So you see a little green. So your stomach turns to that of fire. You get immediately drunk, and everything starts to swirl around you. You can barely stand, and as you knock into the dresser, barely able to stay on your feet, you see a little green fairy flutter in front of you. The little green fairy holds out her hands and goes, "Haha, follow me. I'll show you something fun. Come on, you big oaf." The staff member will go, there's absinthe in this drink, so it's a mild hallucinogen. Ruffles, would you like a mixed drink, or do you want it straight?
Ruffles thinks for a second to his just kind of, traumatizing experience with milk. So he asks for some orange juice and some grenadine, along with some mango juice and pineapple juice.
She whips you up a something akin to a Long Island iced tea with a splash of grenadine added, and she'll hand it to you. If you're sipping it slowly, there's no need to make a con save. But yeah, you do need to make a whiz save with advantage.
With a what?
A wisdom saving throw with advantage.
All right.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I save.
So, being strong of constitution and mind, you just feel this very pleasant, almost euphoric feeling it's almost like a high wash over you, but you're still level-headed and clear. And Theron and Ruffles, you can see Bork opening up the door to the boiler room where the sauna is and walking inside. His hands outstretched as if he's reaching for something.
Theron runs over to him and he go, no, we need you, big dumb guy. And I cast Lesser Restoration to clear his head.
All right, I'm actually going to put you on pause for just a second. Bork, you see this magical, gorgeous green fairy wave her hand, and you see two piles, a pile of gold and a pile of meat. We're talking big, juicy slabs of steak marinated in barbecue sauce. All right, Theron, Ruffles, you see Bork open up the lid to the boiler, this vat of boiling water, climb the ladder, and he's about to jump in. You cast Lesser Restoration. It does nothing.
I pull him off the ladder.
I'm gonna need you to make a contested athletics check.
I just kind of look at this quizzingly and say, Bork soup?
Oh, no. Theron, you climb up the ladder, but Bork just shoves you away. Bork, there's this gorgeous female fairy going, come in, come in. The meat is delicious. Sit at the table, sit at the table. All right, you hop into the boiler. I need you to make a con save. So you sit in the water as if at a table and sit down. You do not feel the heat or the steam. You just feel like this pleasant aroma of meat, and you start shoveling boiling water into your mouth. But in your mind, you sense it as the best steak you've ever had. It is a euphoric level of delicious meat.
Theron goes, oh, no. I find the nearest thing to bonk him on the head.
Let's see, half of 35, because you passed the con save, is 17. You take 17 fire damage as you sit in this pot of boiling water, eating, attempting to eat boiling water. No? No what? Never mind. Okay. So, Theron, there's a great number of things to bonk him over the heads with. There's your own weapons. There's also a crowbar in the corner.
I grab the crowbar and I bonk him in the head.
Bork tries to close the lid.
No.
So as he closes the lid, you manage to stick the crowbar in the lid right before he closes it. But Bork is fighting you for it. I need you both to make a contested athletics check. Theron, you have advantage because you're using a tool. Oof. Nat 20. Oh, that was going to be a nat 1 otherwise. So as Bork slams the lid down, you manage to jab the crowbar in. You fling the lid open. It almost flies off its hinges. And Bork is just sitting there shoveling boiling water into his mouth.
Theron gives him a bonk on the head.
All right, make a melee attack roll.
Improvised.
Yeah, it's an improvised weapon, so it's only 1d4.
As this is happening, I'm just gonna stroll on over to the pot of boiling water, or the boiler, and just check on what's going on.
You can see Bork, this big dumb orc fighter, sitting in the pot of boiling water, shoveling water into his face. And you can see Theron panicking, violently trying to get this idiot out of the boiler. He swings his crowbar and misses, hitting the boiler. You see you have dented the boiler and weakened it. It looks like another strike might pop a hole in it.
Ruffles does a big thunk and then punches the hole of the boiler.
Make an athletics check to destroy it.
Oh no! Third is gonna try and try and pull the big idiot out.
All right, I'm gonna put you on pause really quick. Ruffles, you successfully punch a hole. The water flows out, rushing like a waterfall. Make a dex save to get out of the way of the water.
No!
That is a fail, my good friend.
Oh no.
So you take a full waterfall of water as this small hole rips open into a full waterfall. Pwah! You are knocked prone and take 38 fire damage.
38 fire, right?
Yep, because it's hot.
And I take half that since I am the Forge Cleric and they're the best.
Awesome. So that would be 18 damage then. Bork,
19.
you grab Theron and pull him into a now empty boiler.
God, hot, you idiot! I give him basically the best way to sober a person up. I slap him across the face
All right.
repeatedly until the visions go away.
All right. So Bork and Theron wrestle for a solid couple of minutes while Ruffles is getting to his feet, his feathers singed from this boiling hot water. Until finally, Theron, you land a rock-solid slap across the face. Bork, you snap out of your vision, and you both tumble out of the boiler.
You idiot! The fact of the matter is, you were trying to. Hot boiling water does not taste good, you idiot.
Do I still have like a sip left of my Long Island death tea?
You've only drank about half of it at this point. There's still plenty to go around for you to enjoy.
As Bork says, Bork want more, I pour just a tad bit into his throat.
I need you to make a wisdom save, Bork.
I slap it away.
Try.
All right, contested athletics check then. If he succeeds, Bork's gonna tank that save. Okay, so Ruffles, you go to give Bork another sip, but Aaron swats the glass out of your hand. It falls to the ground and shatters.
I punch Theron.
Okay.
I punch Theron.
Theron, you get punched and take 6 bludgeoning damage.
I go, no, you idiot. The fact of the matter is, he was, last time he got that, he ended up climbing into a boiler. See those singes on you? That's what was happening to him.
Ruffles looks very hurt and points at the drink and says, "Good."
Well, he had some, and he ended up almost killing himself by trying to drink boiling water.
Boiling water, fine.
Not for him. Swear, the fact of the matter is, I feel like I'm babysitting a couple of morons. Like, I storm out.
As you storm out, you see Charlotte is being offered a cup of absinthe from the staff member.
No. She is 13.
Yep.
She is 13. Not until she's 21.
Wait, no drink till 21?
Last time someone drank that stuff, I end up getting almost taking a bath in boiling water.
The staff member's gonna look and be like, "You guys look like you need to sort some things out amongst yourselves. If you need me, just holler. My name is Wendigo, but you can call me Wendy." And then she hastily leaves the room.
I'm rubbing my cheek.
Ruffles starts shaking. No drink till 21?
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did post a picture of the staff member above the very devilishly handsome Lucifer from Supernatural.
You did.
Okay. But yes, you have the night to yourselves, and it looks like you guys have some things to work out. Lakis is just browsing around looking for something to eat.
Okay. Theron is wet and he's in swimming trunks. He with a bruised cheek and still rubbing it, going, How about we get something to eat, Charlotte?
All right. So you can either eat and drink inside your room by calling for Wendy again, or you can leave and go find a restaurant or bar and grill or whatever.
I'm gonna go for room service.
All right. You see that there is a cord on the wall, the end of which is an antler, very similar to Wendy's, and as you pull it, you can see smoke appear below the front door. And then she opens the door. It looks like she is teleported there. She goes, "How can I help you, sirs?" And little miss.
I would for her. Okay, can I see the menu?
There is no menu, only your imagination. I'm just kidding. Of course I'll get the menu. But we do take custom orders if you have something specific in mind. But let me get our list of specials.
Alrighty.
She's going to poof out.
Ruffles is currently having a mental breakdown in the fetal position on the floor of the sauna.
All right, I've posted the list of specials in general chat. Ignore the these are everything on the menu is in platinum pieces. The generator I uses random currency.
Alrighty. Okay, I take a look at it and go, I have an idea. There was this one short person with pointy ears that he told me of a great type of meal. Have you heard of Odex spiced potatoes?
I can certainly see if one of the chefs know what it is. Could you describe it for me briefly?
All right, give me a sec while I copy and paste what it is.
Okay, so this looks really, really tasty. I don't show magical effects, so I'm just going to ask, does this have any sort of in-game mechanical effect, or is it just really, really tasty?
Really, really tasty.
Okay. She says, we don't have it on the menu per se, but we do have all the raw ingredients. We'll make the order custom made, enough for all of you for only 5 soul coins. I do apologize, but you have exhausted your complimentary drink and snack. So everything from this point forward will cost a few coins. I do recommend that cherry lager. It is quite literally to die for.
He went off.
Oh.
So, how much would the cherry lager be for?
The cherry lager is 47 soul coins, and she says it is quite literally to die for. And then she will make the Odic spiced potatoes for only 5 soul coins.
Theron's finally back.
Sorry, my phone decided to have a hissy fit. Could you please repeat what you said past, we do have the wrong ingredients?
We do have the raw ingredients, and the chef agrees to make it and will only charge you 5 soul coins to make a batch for all of you. The ingredients are very basic.
Alrighty, I'll do that. I divvy out, I take out 5 soul coins and going, oh, and could you please get a cup? The big lug that tried to drink boiling water, I got something for him.
Excuse me, he tried to what?
He had some of the absinthe, and he hopped
Bork
into
want more of strong drink.
She looks over in the sauna, sees you've ripped the door off the sauna and destroyed the boiler, and she goes, oh, I'll send maintenance. That's going on your tab.
Ruffles' own maintenance.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll be back with your food.
All right, and a cup, please. One made of metal so it doesn't melt. I got something for Bork.
One made
Hey.
of metal so it doesn't melt. Okay. Not a strange request at all. I'm happy to fulfill it.
I go over to the boiler and see just how much did it break.
There's a the boiler is about 10 feet tall. It's a 5-foot diameter cylinder, and there is a triangle from corner to corner all the way down to the base. It's flared out like Moses splitting the Red Sea.
Would this be something that I could technically solve by creationing and then just filling in with metal?
Yeah.
All right, I do so.
All right, and now it needs water.
Let's see. Don't I have create food and water? I do. I create water.
All right. So you spend a few minutes repairing the boiler, and as you do, Wendy comes back with a maintenance orc, and the orc points at the boiler and goes, "Boiler fine. Borg go home."
But yeah, Theron goes, "Hey, Bork, come here."
Bork goes.
Okay. You said you wanted the bar, right?
Yes, Bork went bar.
All right. I'm gonna. Now, I want you to do this in a safe place, so that in case something goes wrong, you don't end up killing everybody around you. Okay.
There is a pool of cold water nearby.
All right. I want you to stay at this when you're doing this. I want you to stand near that pool of cold water, and if you feel like you're on fire, jump in.
Bork will do that.
All right, so you stand at the edge. She gave you. She did not have a cup, so she gave you a large popcorn popping bowl instead, which is more than large enough for the silver and mithril bar that you have. Who's got the fire?
I got the fire. I got firebolt.
I also got some fire if we need it.
All right, with your combined fire magics, You heat up the popcorn bowl. The bar inside melts, and Bork, it's time to drink the molten metal.
Yeah, I back up, ready to shove. Actually, no, I get behind Bork, ready to shove him in case something goes wrong.
I also get behind Bork because Theron might not be strong enough.
Give me 1 second. Yes, Bork, I do need you to make a con save.
All right.
So I'm assuming you're using heat metal ruffles, right?
Actually, would Sacred Flame work or no?
No.
All right, then yes, I am using heat metal.
All right. Salty, I think there's an issue with your internet connection, because I don't see what you see on my side. So I'm going to completely disregard what you sent me. So, all right. So you make a DC 20. You make a Constitution save of 20. Let me roll damage. All right. So you take surprisingly only 19 fire damage as you literally drink liquid metal. And just glug, glug, glug. It scorches your throat all the way down. And you find yourself unable to speak as this molten metal starts fusing with your internal tissues. And you can feel 100 extra soul coins fill up your pouch.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Bork feels stronger.
You belch fire as the metal cools inside of you.
All right. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go help someone with something.
Okay.
So am I? Yeah, I'm guessing we're alone now, Zeno, or
Yes.
something. Because Ruffle said, "Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with my internet." I'll reload it again just to make sure, but he does not have it.
You sent me a picture where they had no spells on it, and I'm looking at his character sheet.
No,
He
no,
does have-
no. Like, I know he has spells, but if you look at the second picture I typed, it's like I typed in create food and water. He does not have that prepared.
Let me look.
I'm looking at all the spells right now. There's no create food and water in first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. He did the same thing in Meta's campaign.
He doesn't have create food and water, but he does have creation, which can do the same thing. He can create basically any raw materials. Also, you guys have a decanter of infinite water, so you could have done it regardless.
I'm just saying you might want to keep tabs just in case he does something like that again.
Okay. I'm going to pause recording really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
What happened while I was gone?
Nothing. I paused the recording and used the bathroom. Theron, I think, had to answer the phone or something. I don't know where Bork is.
Okay.
But yeah, so you pretty much have free reign of a VIP suite with a pool, hot tub, sauna, bed, and magic wardrobe, and even your own personal servant. So do you plan on just hanging out here for a bit longer, or is there something specific you want to do in this downtime?
I plan on having a panic attack for a bit longer. You see, Theron said no drinking till you're 21 to Charlotte, right? Well, guess what? Ruffles is 20, and he's been drinking.
The casino very clearly does not check IDs.
No, but it's his like personal code. That's what's at stake here. So,
Bork, do you have? Oh, Bork, do you have the Helm of Aggro? I put it on Ruffles' character sheet because I could have sworn Ruffles said he was wearing it. But if you have it, I'll move it.
No, I do have it because Ruffles was not in the session whenever we got it.
Oh.
I was in the
Like-
session when we got it.
No, you were there for like the first 2 sessions, then you didn't show up again, and this is like your first session back.
Yeah, and we got it in the second session, which I was here for.
Yeah, and Grank had it.
Well, it's now on my character sheet, and
I
had
have it on
equipped.
my.
I know, I just moved it over. Because I added it to Ruffles' character sheet because I was reviewing everybody's sheets. I'm like, hey, why doesn't Ruffles have the Helm of Aggro? He's a, Oh, Ruffles is a cleric. I thought you were a barbarian.
No, I'm not a barbarian, but I have considered before making Ruffles another time, but instead of being a cleric, being a zealot barbarian.
I could have sworn there was a barbarian in the party, but I appear to be mistaken.
I mean,
Oh yeah, that's Slick Jack. He's the barbarian.
yeah.
I'm all mixed up. So that's my fault.
I really like my character that I have for this campaign for Rexland. My tiefling artillerist artificer.
All right. But now that everyone who will be back is back, let's get back into it. So, Theron, what are you doing?
Well, what happened after our big guy drank the molten metal?
So he passed his con save, took relatively minimal damage, and he's fine. And he has 100 extra soul coins.
Which if he's leaving the campaign, is ultimately wasted.
Yep. So if he's leaving the campaign, then I am going to retcon what happened and say, as Bork was drinking molten metal, he died.
Oof.
That's how I'm going to rule that. So you have a very dead orc fighter who now has very shiny mithril insides.
Is it just like one of those videos where like some pours molten aluminum into like an anthill or something, and then just pull it out and it looks very cool, but just all those poor ants.
Exactly. That's exactly how I pictured it. He made a very shiny cast of his internal organs.
There you go. Well, Theron got size, and he well, that was a wasted opportunity. He gets up and he goes.
All right.
And
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Well, back to Charlotte.
Okay. Charlotte is done in the sauna. She's now taking a shower.
Okay. He'll stay outside the way so that she can maintain her modesty and privacy and whatnot. As he takes out his violin and he just starts playing.
All right. Make a performance check, and I'm actually going to give you advantage on that performance check. All right. So, while you said you're playing your fiddle.
Yep.
All right. So you play a very pleasant tune on your fiddle. Everyone kind of relaxes. Everyone has a chance to take a long rest, and I'm going to rule that all of you fall asleep. You get very sleepy. You go crawl into bed, and you take a nap for 8 hours. Long rest.
That's a thick nap.
It's a very thick nap. So,
Before that, I just got a question.
sure.
Has Charlotte shown any interest in like any toys or anything?
No, she's a teenager, not a small child, so she appears to have no interest in toys.
True.
She had an interest in dresses, though. Okay. And Theron already had that covered.
All right.
Alrighty.
So there's no real sense of time of day or night, just the turning on and off of light switches. You know, the windows show nothing but blackness outside. But while you wake up, you just have this strange feeling that it's the middle of the night, even though you feel like it should be morning. And you also feel that you cannot move.
This is out of place. I try and move.
It feels like there's a very heavy weight on your chest. And you look around, and as you look around, it looks exactly like your room, but it feels like a dream.
Okay. I go, okay, this is no. I look to Charlotte's bed, see if she's fine.
You can see that both Lakis and Charlotte are awake, trying to climb out of bed, but they appear to have the same weight on their chest that you do.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
So you say there's like a weight on her chest, correct?
Yes, that is correct. Just this
I look
impossibly
onto my
heavy
chest.
weight, like Thor's hammer was just placed on your chest.
All right. Theron is going to bite the inside of his cheek.
You feel the pain and you taste the blood.
I try and move.
You're able to move your arms, legs, and head, but your chest stays firmly planted.
I feel it around my chest.
You feel something solid and large on your chest. Very, very fleshy.
I tilt my head up as far as I can to get an idea of what's there.
I would like both Ruffles and Theron to make an Arcana check for me.
Gotta love Bart.
Oh.
Hey, you get the exact same score. That was actually the check.
Oh.
So both of you, if you hop on over to General, can see this creature sitting on all of your chests.
I'm gonna punch it.
Alright, roll for hit at disadvantage.
I'm trying to intimidate it by roaring at him.
Make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
I still punch it.
Go for it.
I look. I got 19.
Alright, so at Disadvantage still a 19. All right, you punch it, and so as you strike forth and you land a solid punch to this thing's jaw, like a really rock solid punch, and it does not move. It just stares at you, unmoving like a stone. Theron, as you roar at this creature trying to get it to move, it does not move. It just stares at you with cold, stone-like eyes.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. I rattle through some things in my head. I'm gonna take a look at my spell.
You can feel the weight suddenly increase. You feel your ribs bend, and the bed frame beneath you bends, and the bed frame touches the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna try and This is probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
All right, I don't believe there's a save for that, is there? It just works.
Like if it's level 3 or 1 second, I'm gonna put up the spell.
Okay.
Is anything on this creature metal?
It does not appear to be metal. It feels like flesh, but it has the weight of stone.
Stone,
Essentially
you
that.
say?
It has the touch of flesh, but the weight of stone. Okay, so yes, I will need you to make a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Would this count as raw materials?
Definitely not. Like I said, it is flesh.
I'm going to use Banish on it.
Alright, 1 sec. So go ahead and roll for it. 22. Alright, so as you cast Dispel Magic, you can feel the weight lift, and you can almost see like an aura around the creature dissipate, but the creature is still on your chest. And it's probably still a solid 250 pounds without this magical weight added to it. It does not move. And then Ruffles, you said you cast Banish. What's the save?
Banishment, it is a charisma save.
Okay, one moment. I'm just pulling up the character sheet here.
I'm gonna polymorph this thing into a mouse.
All right, one at a time. You said charisma save, right?
Yep.
Critical
I'm pretty
fail.
sure that fails.
All right. So you banish the creature on your chest. It gets off of you. Your bed is still bent, but the chest is relieved from your ribs, and you feel much better. Lakis and Charlotte cry out, and you hear the cracking of their ribs.
I'm going to go over to each of them and cast Banishment at 5th level. Make
Okay.
both of those monkey things who cast Banishment. Do
But mind if I polymorph that thing on my chest into a mouse?
Okay, what's the
So
save?
wisdom save. Wisdom.
14.
It does not make it.
Okay. So this creature polymorphs into a mouse, and it now has the weight of a mouse, but it's still got the same dead, stony stare, and it's still glaring at you. You can see an aura. Sorry, go ahead.
I can see an aura of what?
You can see a magical aura appear around it. It looks identical to the one that you've just dispelled, and you can see it's getting ready to cast some magic.
I pick it up by the tail, twirl it around like over my head, and I slam it against the wall.
You swing it over your head like a lasso, and you launch that son of a bitch with the force of 1,000 suns. It gets about 6 inches away from your hand before it smashes into the ground with several tons of weight cracking the tile.
Okay, I go over and I go to rescue Charlotte and Lycus.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm bandaging both of the things over their bodies. So.
okay, go ahead and use those spell slots. I'll roll for charisma, right?
Yep, charisma 2 times.
At a 19 for the one on Lakis, a 21 for the one on Charlotte.
A 19?
I said a 9 for the one on Lakis, 21 for the one on Charlotte.
All right. The one on Lakis disappears. Charlotte's does not.
All right, Theron. Charlotte is being crushed, and you can see this creature suddenly sink several inches as it you hear the bending of metal as her ribs cave in.
All right, Theron is going, no! And I cast polymorph on it to polymorph it into a mouse.
It is now a mouse, and now the weight of several tons is concentrated into a much smaller body, and it sinks even deeper.
I grab it, but I pull it off. Actually, no, wait, I can't. Can I?
It weighs several tons.
All right, I attempt to pry it off of her because if I to try
If
try
Ruffles
and, get it off her.
if Ruffles helps, I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
I'm going to use my inspiration. I'm going to use my inspiration.
All right, roll with advantage and add your inspiration. Or no, wait, you can only use. You can't have double advantage, so keep your inspiration. Ruffles is giving it to you.
Okay, so advantage on strength.
Yep, make an athletics check to try to rip this heavy creature off of Charlotte with advantage. You're able to lift it up maybe about 6 inches, barely enough time for Ruffles to slide Charlotte out before it falls from your grasp and smashes through the bed and all the way to the floor. And this mouse just stares up at you with a stony, dead glare.
Theron takes his boot and he smashes it.
A boot?
Well, he wears boots. He's
Oh,
gonna
you're,
put
so
on
you're
a
stomping
boot
on it.
Yeah.
All right. It is not moving. Roll for hit with advantage. All right. So you stomp on this thing with the force of a giant, and all you do is crack it through the ground and bury it into the ground. It is still intact, staring up at you. It appears to have taken no damage.
He's angry, and he before going over to Charlotte to see if she's all right.
Charlotte is not all right. Her ribs are piercing her lungs.
Fuck. I can't. Like if I cast it, it's not going to really put her bones back in place. Cast Cure Wounds is not going to put her bones back in place, is it?
Nope.
Fuck.
Think about it. How do you repair objects?
Are you going to say mending's going to help here?
You can give it a go.
Oh, jeez. He casts mending to try and get her ribs back in place.
You see these metal ribs warp back into place, and you hear this disgusting, high-pitched warping sound of metal bending back into place.
It's okay. Okay, look at me. He's basically trying to keep Charlotte calm while he's doing this. It's okay. I got Theron's here. Theron's got you.
She grabs onto your arms and starts coughing blood up.
No. I got this. Okay, as soon as the bones are back in place, I cast Cure Wounds to try and close the holes in her lungs.
All right, go ahead and roll for HP.
The Squidman is. Did you say that his ribs cracked as well?
Yes, he appears to be injured, but not nearly as much as Charlotte.
I'm just going to cast a level 1 Cure Wounds on him.
Absolutely. Third, you're able to bring her back to maximum HP. You bring Charlotte back up to max HP with that plus 12.
Okay, he hugs her. It's okay. I got you.
Ruffles, you're confident you have also brought what's his face, Lakis, back up to max HP as well. He took far less damage than she did. The two stone mice are still staring at you.
Well, technically, I can only polymorph one at a time, so the other one's back the way it was.
So the other one dispels, and it's just sitting there, an aura of heavy weight around it, cracking the floor, glaring at you.
I'm going to smash the monkey man.
All right, with what weapon, and is it magical?
Big boy, and yes, it is.
All right, go ahead and roll for hit with advantage.
Wait, what? Big boy's not on there. Yeah.
Press cancel and type in update. You just have to put in the word letter. Then exclamation point, update.
Not up a date. We're not increasing the date.
Shut up. Still not working. I'll just roll.
All right, you successfully hit the creature. Roll damage.
$15.
All right. You wail on this creature, dealing 15 damage to its back. You see this thing disappear and reappear above you and landing on top of you. Make a strength save.
Strength save?
Yes.
25.
As this thing crashes down on you from 10 feet above in the air, you catch it. Its hands and feet like that of the platform of a statue, and your back arches backwards, your knees buckle, but you just barely manage to keep this thing from crushing you. You are currently pinned.
Theron goes, God damn it. Hold it still, and I cast Firebolt on the thing.
Hold it still?
You're about as still as you can be, being pinned. Roll with advantage.
I can.
So roll for Firebolt with advantage, because it is not moving. It's just glaring at you. All right. So you hit it. You clearly singe its skin with fire damage, and it's hard to tell how hurt it is because it just does not move or blink.
Okay, Theron, thanks for a moment. Because Mage Hand's not going to help here.
I don't think it can lift multiple tons. Ruffles, I want you to make another strength save. Let's see if you can get this thing off of you or if you're crushed beneath it. You are crushed beneath it. You take 24 bludgeoning damage as it just slams you to the ground, and you feel your back and your chest are pinned, and you can feel your ribs compressing, about to snap.
Okay.
I'm going to banish it.
That's charisma, right?
Yep. It fails.
All right. It is gone.
Okay, Theron helps Charlotte up to his feet, and Lycus, he goes, Lycus, get up! We're leaving!
He's going to cough up some blood, pound his chest, and be like, I think there's still another one in here. And as he says that, the mouse poofs over his head and lands on him.
He looks at Charlotte. Fart knocker.
And he failed.
I banish that as well.
So you watch as he is pinned to the ground by this tiny mouse falling from the sky like a bullet, takes 19 bludgeoning damage, and it then has to make a save against banishment. How many spell slots do you have, by the way?
Okay, so for the first two, I used, for the first one, I used a fourth level banishment, or just a banishment, to do that. For the second one, I used a fifth level, which has 2 slots, or 2 people that I can banish. And then for this one, I used a plain old banishment again.
Okay. So it rolled a 17 to resist.
That makes it.
So Lakis is currently being crushed by the weight of this tiny, extremely dense mouse, and you can hear his ribs start to crack.
Wait, how heavy is it?
Several times.
And it's the size of a mouse, correct?
Yes. It is making short work of them ribs.
Yeah,
Several
Theron goes,
tons. Pretty much.
Theron goes,
Shouldn't it be a black hole?
If we were
Don't
using
know-
real world physics, probably, but no.
Theron goes, oh, for the love of... I cast Charm Monster on it.
Interesting. Okay, is that a charisma or wisdom save?
That is a wisdom.
$20.
Fart knocker.
Lakis
Yeah,
fails
I
his next strength save and takes another 40-12 damage.
I'm going to use my last fourth level slot to try to banish this thing.
I'm going to use cutting words.
With a 9, it fails. You have finally banished them all. This weird, dreamlike warbling around the edges of your vision vanishes. And the room is a little bit wrecked. It's definitely coming out of your deposit that you don't remember making. But otherwise, you appear to be safe.
Nah. Go on. That guy go. So, Lycus, and I go and heal him.
Alright, go ahead and roll for HP. His ribs kind of crackle back into place, but he's clearly still wounded. Lakis goes, normally I'd want to take a long rest, but I don't want to take another long rest in this haunted goddamn hotel room.
Yeah, we're heading out. Theron helps Lycus up before going to Charlotte and taking her hand. Let's get out of here.
All right. So as you all get up and leave the room, Charlotte and Lakis in tow, you're in a blindingly white hallway with kind of gross hospital overhead lights. and you see that the hallway is impossibly clean and slightly wet.
Okay. Investigation check.
Roll it.
Roll with advantage. I'm going to help you out with this.
Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah, with a 9 and an 11, you have no idea what's going on. Ruffles, I'll let you make a roll as well before we move on.
May I have an inspiration, bard of bardedness?
Theron, he's hurt. He's angry. He's hurt. He's gone. Do it, bird brain. Yeah, you have a inspiration now.
Very inspiring words.
Might as well. I may as well need it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
It's just a D8 currently, right?
I believe so.
Nope, it's a D10.
Oh, nice.
That's a 13. I'm going to guidance myself.
Okay.
Yeah, have to do that before the roll.
Well, with a 13, as you examine the thin layer of slime that appears to be on everything, this looks like the slime of an ooze.
Would I need to roll nature to see just what kind of ooze this is?
Yes.
Yeah, my character knows none of this.
I have a +0 to nature. Got anything better?
Yeah, the funny thing is, Theron might be able to help here because Jack of all trades is awesome. But yeah, he's angry. He's frustrated. He was just wanting a nap, and no.
So there is a small layer of goo, correct?
Yes, there's like a millimeter thin layer of slime on everything.
I go up to one of the walls, take like a nice big swab with my finger on my mechanical hand, go over to Theron and say, ooze, and I point to the slime.
All right, I will roll a nature check.
Go for it. You recognize this as a transparent gelatinous cube. This is the trail they leave. They are completely clear.
Theron shudders.
Is this
Oh,
hallway
jeez.
just very long, right?
It's about 120 feet long, door to door, and it's about 10 feet wide, 10 feet high.
So there's no twists, no turns, no.
There are other doors, but those are doors that lead to other people's hotel rooms.
I'm going to take out my crossbow and shoot just one arrow down each side of the hall.
Nice. You know what? For that, I'm going to give you inspiration, because that is brilliant, and I didn't expect you to do that. As you fire your bolt in both directions, about 30 feet away from you, on either side of you, the arrow plung, plung, and gets stuck in a transparent gelatinous cube.
Ruffles goes wide-eyed.
You can see the cubes. You can only see the arrow move, but they slowly, very slowly start to close in.
All right, we are leaving. Theron thinks, oh, crawdads. He is having a hard time keeping himself from cursing in front of the child. So,
Do we know which way we're supposed to go?
You do not, off the top of your head, but there is a map on the wall, and to the right is a grill and bar. To the left is a staircase.
Staircase up or down?
Staircase up.
all right.
Okay. I say to Theron, need go grillin' bar?
Like I look to him and I see the thing. No, I think we go for stairs.
Ruffles
I'm
nods, brings up his hand, and channel divinity is artisan's blessing, creating a very nice big metal wall to the bar and grill, trying to stop the gelatinous cube.
You can hear squishing as the gelatinous cube just sort of presses up against the wall. It's just this disgusting sound.
Good for now.
All
You
right.
can smell
Alright.
smoke as it tries to dissolve it with acid. It's clearly going to take a while, giving you time to move.
All right. Theron, okay, there's a gelatinous cube in the way of the way to the stairs.
Yes, you don't see the staircase, but you see a door where the staircase is probably behind.
All right. Theron goes, all right, let's, Lycus, we're gonna, get ready for another fight.
He cracks his knuckles and goes, "Let's do it!"
All right. Okay. Roll for initiative, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, hold on. I have to end the previous combat.
You always forget to do that. Great. Fantastic.
Woo!
There's 2 Charlottes.
You gotta put the 2 before Charlotte.
There we go. So is everybody in initiative now? No, I have to
I
have the
think
cubes.
other than cube.
The cubes! Oh god! I have a -4 dex.
The cube.
They're not meant. They're essentially the bane of low-level parties.
Yeah. Don't they like dissolve non-magical items?
I have to review the sheet, but I think they do.
You might be thinking of rust monsters.
Yeah. I had a DM that didn't really like me. I was just a normal martial fighter, right? So guess what he throws at me in our one-on-one little historic 2 gelatinous cubes and 5 rust monsters.
Oh shit.
I had yet to get any magical items.
All right, Theron goes. All right, I would have been really great if we had Bork here. And I cast a firebolt at the gelatinous cube.
All right. Go ahead and roll for hit. It has a low AC, an extremely low AC, so I'm not even going to bother giving you advantage. Just roll it. Oh my god, yes it hits. 26.
Don't they have like a 6 or something?
Yes, they do. It's stupid.
But they have a lot of HP, so.
That is very true. Okay, you did 12 fire damage. Nice.
Okay. And with my bonus action going, you still have my inspiration, bird brain. Use it. And I end my turn.
All right. So it is Charlotte's turn, and she doesn't fully understand what's going on, but she does understand that she doesn't like it, and you can see her black goop sort of swarm over her hand, and she just fires off a massive necrotic spike. And even though that's a garbage roll, she still hits it because she can hit the broadside of a barn, so it hits. Let's see.
Yeah, you know what I find rather funny is that ever since you found out that our weaknesses are children, you have a tendency to give us children.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Uh-huh.
Alright, she fires off a necrotic spear. This, like, magical hand just, like, spearhands this creature and just twists it in the wound, churning up its gelatinous body and retracting back into her hand. And she looks at you, Theron, and smiles.
Good job, Eric. We're gonna get through this. I promise. We're gonna.
Alright, next up is Lakis. And he goes, well, if there's only one enemy, I know exactly what to do. And then he takes a deep breath. Negative energy flood! And you just see these ribbons of necrotic energy shoot forward and pierce the creature.
Y'all ever just flood a cube with negative vibes?
It's basically what he's doing. Let's see, what's his
Yeah,
constitution?
negative energy flood. Flood is just vibe check.
Just nasty vibes. Okay. The cube unsurprisingly passes that. Takes half as much on a successful save. Okay.
Yeah, you filled them with with songs played out of tune.
Ugh.
Let me do some quick math here.
That would be 14.
Off-brand Wonderwall plays inside the cube's mind.
That would be psychic.
You can tell that you guys have done a substantial amount of damage, but it's so hard to tell how much damage it has left in the tank because it doesn't have a face or make noise. It just oozes.
Well, I imagine like a fart gonna come out of him when he takes damage.
Alright, it is the cube's turn. It was previously 30 feet away. It is going to move forward. Let me take a quick look at its movement speed of 15. Great.
Iconic.
What's the range for its attack? Oh, it's a melee attack. So it just slowly oozes forward and does nothing else because it's such a useless goddamn creature. I love it. I love everything about it. Ruffles, your turn.
All right. So the crossbow bullet that I fired into it, it counts as manufactured metal, correct?
The tip of your arrow is made of metal, yes.
I use heat metal at 5th level on my arrowhead.
I'm going to roll because it's such a tiny piece of metal that it is going to melt. But yes, go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Actually, I don't need to roll anything. Heat metal's the best, or at least a hit. It's just straight damage.
Right, which is why I said roll for damage.
I didn't hear that.
Roll for damage. I don't need to
27.
roll for shit. 27. Okay. Math. Okay, got it. He's still up.
All right.
All right.
Then,
You see
as a bonus action,
Okay.
we're going to spiritual weapon and make it into a spear. Spiritual weapon. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna imagine you were gonna create a sausage or a frying pan.
I was too.
I normally do that, but for this type of creature, it would kind of just dissolve. If I
It would
smack
be
her over the face
spiritual.
with a
It
sausage.
would dissolve.
Eh.
But I understand. Go ahead.
16.
Okay. Let's see. 16 damage. One moment.
No, to hit.
Oh, 16 to hit. Yeah, that hits. It's a cube.
Yeah, 4 damage.
All right. You spear it right in its gooey body.
And it's gooey goo.
All right, that's gonna make it Theron's turn.
Funny thing is that my phone decided to lock me out of my own character sheet, so I can't look at it. I'm gonna take a look at my spell books real quick. Yeah, the fact most I can do right now is cast another firebolt its way. Yeah, so 7 fire damage.
All right, as you whip it with the firebolt, you see that the firebolt just burns through it, something fierce blasting a hole through it. There's now like this 3-foot diameter hole in it that just melted through. It's still moving and wiggling, but it looks like you have put one, but not the last, nail in its coffin.
Okay, how much further back until it reached the metal grate? Not metal grate, but metal wall.
The metal wall behind you is 30 feet away. The cube in front of you is 15 feet ahead.
All right, I am going to move 10 feet back, and I'm going to tell Charlotte, do the same.
All right, she's going to conjure up another bolt of necrotic energy and fire away.
Hit me with your best shot.
Sauce away.
I don't know if a 23 is going to hit this thing. I don't know. Do you know? I don't.
I know. It's not gonna hit because this cube is made out of platinum.
No, it's made out of adamantine.
Okay.
Adamantine, mithril, you know.
She charges up this necrotic bolt of energy. She waits for the cube to close the hole in the center of its body and then launches forward this massive bolt of necrotic energy. The head of it takes the shape of a dragon, which takes a massive bite out of the cube, obliterating it. And the transparent goo turns black and collapses to the ground.
All right, never mind. Let's go.
Okay, as you get to the next room and you open the door, you see that it's full of haze, and within the haze is gnashing teeth and claws. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Alrighty.
Yay! Gnashing teeth and claws are my favorite.
You just see a room, a 30-foot square room full of mist. Within the mist are teeth and claws, and on the other side are the stairs, blocked off by a riddle.
Well, that was fun.
But that combat is going to take a long time, so we're going to save that for next session, when hopefully we have more people.
Alrighty.
Alright, so, since you still have a cube behind you and you have monsters in front of you, I'm going to roll that you do not long rest, and you will level up once you clear the next room.
Alright.
Got it.
I actually might have an idea in case it takes long enough for it to melt through melt through it.
Nice.
You know how I managed to solve the problem of the previous floor, right?
Yeah.
I might decide to do a repeat.
Nice.
Gotta love being able to charm monsters.
Ain't it just a great spell?
Oh yeah, I also have reincarnate. I have
Reincarnate's
Heck.
fun.
I have mass cure wounds. I have beacon of hope.
Yeah. One campaign where I was being a druid, I had reincarnate. Our barbarian died, so I reincarnated him, and he turned into a dinosaur with a battle axe.
Nice.